Hey everybody, Lipstick Mom here. So I wanted to do kind of a personal reach out video to a couple of clan members that we have that are just exploring how to do the funneling and just kind of wanting to explain why and how. And I think it's better when you're doing an attack to understand why you're placing your troops a certain way, what you're looking for, and that way you can customize your attacks based on the actual base itself, not just strict script of a certain attack. So let's go ahead and get on into it. This is not a Go Wipe attack. I did want to do a video on Go Wipe and explain the funneling and the placement of the golems and wizards, but the reason why is because Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9 have both very successful attacks using the Go Wipe strategy. But essentially, funneling is funneling, whether you're doing it with a queen walk and a golem and bowlers or a golem and wizards. A funnel is a funnel. And so let me explain to you what the funnel is. So we have a base here, and essentially in war or in multiplayer, you want to be careful for the CC. Obviously, that is where there's going to be possible defensive troops that if you do not properly get rid of them as soon as possible, they'll obviously eat up your troops entirely and ruin your whole attack. So that is the first thing you really want to look for. It's the first thing I always look for in every single attack. And the second thing that you want to look for is your royal placement. Obviously, Town Hall 9 would only have or Town Hall 8 would only have the king, where the Town Hall 9 has the king and the queen. And I love seeing centered royals, especially in Town Hall 9. So as we know, a lot of the troops AI is designated to go towards CC troops and royals. So when you see them here in this core, that means that our troops are going to be pulled towards the core. But either way, we want a funnel. So in this attack, I do use a Velk strategy because there is a Velk event currently. But I start off with a queen walk. So that is the queen with 4 healers placed on her. And I start from this side because I know that this is the side I want to go into. So I go ahead and start from this side and I clear the buildings right here. So the queen's just going to come through and she's going to start clearing off these buildings. And you'll notice that I lay my wall breakers because I want to make sure that my queen goes inside. Why? I want to make sure that the CC gets pulled out while I have my queen available. I have a rage available if necessary. I have my double poison if necessary. I can make sure that I can handle those CC troops before I let out any other troop. So I'm pegging off these things over here. Then I lay my wall breakers. That's going to go ahead and break this open. Now, once I get comfortable, with making sure there's no CC troops and so forth, and I've got a, pretty good funnel going, I'm going to put my golem down over here. Now, behind the golem, I'm going to go ahead and place like my king. I had my, I think, bowlers in my CC. Place my bowlers in here. And what this is going to do with a couple wizards, right? So I want, basically, once everything is said and done, I want to create a funnel. I want to have all these buildings gone. And then I'm going to bust in with the wall breakers here. What it's going to do is it's going to cause my troops to center. That way I can lay spells and it will affect all my troops in their entirety. I don't have to worry about having 5 Velks going this way, 2 Velks going that way, where I'm only able to heal one of them. You definitely want to be able to maximize the usage of your spells and get the benefits for your troops. Now, a lot of times what I see people do is they'll just put whiz here, 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 and they'll clear out these buildings just fine. But then what happens is when they set their golems down and they set the wall breakers, they end up separating again anyway because none of these inside factors have been funneled. Whereas in the other way, once the wizards get done with these buildings right here, they're going to start taking these side buildings out. Setting single-lined wizards on the outside of a base is just a stupid concept. I understand it gets rid of the outside buildings, which is important, but you also want to funnel the inside of the base. Also, what I see is people not laying their meat shields down first. Your golem, your king, some type of a, giants, whatever's going to soak up some damage, because I see people just placing wizards down and they're placing like 10 wizards down. Those are worth 4 slots each. You're wasting 40 troop space right on the beginning of the attack. Now, these are wizards that could possibly help in the inside, clearing out some defenses, but you've just killed them off just for a little bit of building. So what you always want to do, whether you're using golems, you're using the AQ walk, whatever you're doing, you want to go ahead, find the side of the base that you want to attack. This is the side I want to attack because of the CC. I would send a golem here, a golem here, and then I would go ahead and place just, 3 or 4 wizards on the side. 3 or 4 wizards on the side. I'm going to leave these buildings alone. I'm just putting wizards here. The wizards are going to clear out these buildings. Then they're going to move forward while these defenses are focused on the golem. The wizards are going to be taking out these side defenses. So all that's going to be left is a funnel in the middle. Okay? And then you can go ahead and send your wall breakers then to make sure that the golems move forward. You don't want the golems moving forward before your wizards have funneled, because what will happen is your wizards won't funnel anything and they'll just walk with the golem in the inside. It definitely takes some timing and obviously getting used to doing the funneling to really understand it. So I'm going to go ahead and play this attack real quick. All right, so I come in with AQ walk, as I said. Now, this is part of my funneling process. Now, for queen walks, honestly, I work with them, but it's more comfortable to do queen walks after your queen has reached level 15. I have a level 14 AQ on this account, but I'm able to recognize some of the, the defense issues that queens might have being a lower level. So I did have to use more wall breakers than I wanted to, but I was able to get my queen in the core here. Now, as you see, I'm already setting down my golem. King, bowlers. Now, with the bowlers, you have to be a little bit more careful with, because they would have just started ringing around the base. So I did put my king on the builder hut and push my bowlers on the inside buildings. I did go ahead and lay my jump right there solely because I have Valkyries that I wanted to get into the base with no issues with ringing. But as you can see, the queen has essentially cleared out the whole left-hand side of this base. So I don't have to worry about any of my Valkyries, my golems, anything disappearing. They're all kind of clumped together in this beautiful area. Now they're going to go ahead and push forward. Queen still has her ability. I've got bowlers go ahead and wrapping a little bit. Some of them are in the core. Now, I do recommend something that I did not do on this attack. I don't know if I might have not have noticed it, but you just want to keep like one, I would say probably maybe about 3 to 4 wizards in your queue, because you want to be able to make sure you have some type of cleanup. Just in case there's like side buildings, builder huts or whatever. You want to be sure that you're able to clear them and not miss any buildings in an attack, especially when you're in war. It's really annoying to get a 99% just solely because there's a little builder hut in the corner. So I hope this video was useful to my clanmates that were looking for some explanation on funneling. And if you do have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave it below. And please go ahead and like my video and subscribe to my channel. Clash on.